Jake, you've worked really hard to cement your place in the starting 15. Talk us through your consistency and your form.
It's been really good to sort of get some sort of footing into the back three. There's some great players here, pushing each other each training session. So I'm really happy with the way things gone over the past sort of few games, and hopefully, sort of injury permitting and performance permitting, it can carry on going.
You mentioned the back three. You formed a really powerful combination with Owen James and Will Kay. What do you love about playing with these guys?
They're both incredibly creative players. It's quite easy to sort of run off them and get excited when they're playing as well. Owen is a very sort of maverick type player, and Will works one of the hardest working fullbacks I've played with. So it's quite easy to play in a back three when you've got two players like that, for sure.
What components of your game are you most pleased about, and what areas do you want to still improve?
I think sort of my defensive performance over the past sort of few games, especially in these sort of treacherous conditions where there's a lot of fronting up in these sort of boggy pitches for the last two games especially. So that's sort of what I'm quite pleased with in terms of what I want to work on, and probably try and get on the score sheet a bit more coming into this latter end of the season, and try and keep up with the likes of Brighty, Hadders and Huey. I think that's the big thing for me. So yeah.
One back the clock, you made your Richmond first team debut back in September 2019 against Chinner. What do you remember from that day?
It was a hot day. I remember that. I think it was just one of the start of the season. A tough game as well against quite a big Chinner team. Probably the best memories of it were my family coming down, my friends coming down. There was a lot of support, and there was a few beers to be had afterwards for sure. So yeah, it was a good day out.
Since then, you've made 19 first team caps for Richmond. What excites you the most about pulling on this shirt?
I think it's a lot of the boys play for each other. We enjoy each other's company quite a lot, especially over the last sort of season or so, or 2 seasons. This has obviously been quite tough with what's gone on in sort of globally, but this sort of season we're really sort of fighting for each other and putting in some good performance over the last sort of 5 or 6 games against some of the full-time professional teams. So yeah, I think playing with the boys around me and a good club like Richmond is quite a motivational factor.
Winding the clock back even further now. Before Richmond, you played your rugby at Beckenham and Tumbridge Wells. Can you talk us through your memories from both those clubs?
Yeah, so Beckenham is a club very close to my heart. I was there since I was 5 years old, and moved when I was 22 maybe. So a lot of friends I still have back there. A lot of them still come down to support when they can. So a lot of memories there. And then Tunbridge Wells, I played there for a season, and there were a good bunch of boys there. I know we've had a few games with them in the past with our Normans or Saxons, and got a lot of friends there still. So I've got both very fond memories of both clubs for sure.
You've also represented Barbados under 19s and in the Sevens game. Can you talk us through that experience?
Yeah, both were obviously great experiences for me. So my mum's sort of Bayesian, so very passionate as well when it comes to it, and also grandparents are very proud. And the Sevens side is once it become an Olympic sport, it's quite a big thing there. So I've been playing for the last 3 years, and it's always quite nice to play in some warmer conditions out in the Caribbean. So I'm very fortunate to have that opportunity for sure.
Away from rugby, can you talk us through your career and how you sort of juggle that with your stuff here at Richmond?
Yeah, so I'm a quantity surveyor for consultancy here in London, and it's relatively straightforward to juggle. In Richmond, they're very open about work comes first and rugby comes second, and they open up different avenues and stuff like that. And my company too, fans were very sort of encouraging and ask me about the games each weekend and stuff like that. So to have both sides is as sort of easy as it is, makes it a lot easier, I must admit.
Just looking ahead to Saturday now, it's another really tough battle this time against Hartpury. What have been the sort of key focus points for this week?
A lot of energy and a lot of enthusiasm, I think. When we went down there last time, I think we didn't necessarily play with the territory that we should have with a strong wind, and I expect to be a bit dry this week. So hopefully with a bit of wind, so hopefully we sort of play with those conditions, and we know they like to play a lot, trying to beat us on wide and stuff like that. So we're looking to act quickly, act fast, and really get going from the off.
You mentioned it there, but it's meant to be a fairly dry, fast track here at the Rag on Saturday in front of a big home crowd. What excites you about playing here, and what excites you about the dry conditions?
I feel like we're a team that really thrives on that dry pitch and flat surfaces. we like to play some sort of expansive rugby. We've got some incredibly creative players within the team, so it's something that we really look forward to and really excites us. And then the packed crowd down the road, there's not much better. We've seen it the last couple sort of home games. We've been away for the last two, so we're looking forward to get back to the Rag for sure.
And just finally, is it true that you were born on a leap year? And if so, how old are you actually?
Yes, I am born a leap year, so if I do the maths quick, I think it's 6.5 years old.
So old enough to play for the under-7s.
I am, just about, yeah.
Jake, thanks for your time, mate. Good luck on Saturday against Hartpury.
Cheers, Tom, thank you.